Hey guys, Brett here, connecting from UbiCentral, and today I wanted to talk about a very possible rumor regarding the development of Watch Dogs Legion. Before we get started, I want to say everything you're about to hear actually lines up with what I've heard, but please, even with that being said, don't take this as confirmation because Ubisoft or Kotaku haven't talked about it. So, what am I even referring to? Well, shortly after Watch Dogs Legion was announced, I started to hear that Ubisoft Toronto may be leading development on this game instead of Ubisoft Montreal. I didn't have anything to back this up, so I didn't make a video on it, but VG247 also reported that Clint Hawking will be leading development on this project. For those of you who aren't familiar with Clint's work, he was the creative director on Splinter Cell Chaos Theory and Far Cry 2. Chaos Theory, as I'm sure most of you know, is usually regarded as the best Splinter Cell game, especially when it comes to stealth gameplay, which is what Watch Dogs has becoming more and more of. Far Cry 2, while some may have issues with it, it has some of the best animations and gunplay in the entire series. In fact, the game has a lot more effects and features than Far Cry 5. If you haven't checked out Crowcat's video comparing the two games, I definitely recommend checking it out. The small details in Far Cry 2 are kind of insane. But back to the original point I was trying to make, if you go on Clint's LinkedIn page, you can see that he joined Ubisoft Toronto in 2015 and has been working on an unannounced project ever since. Now, some people will see 2015 and think this game has been in development for 4 years, but that's probably not the case. Pre-production takes forever, so this game most likely started actual development mid-2016, which kind of lines up with everything. As for Ubisoft Toronto, the studio has helped with multiple games such as Watch Dogs 2, Far Cry 5, For Honor, and the list goes on. However, they actually haven't led development on a AAA game since Splinter Cell Blacklist, which I personally loved. So if this rumor is true, I'm actually a bit more excited to see what this game is. Clint Hawking has proven to be a great creative director in the past, and Ubisoft Toronto really haven't made a bad game. It's also just nice to switch things up and get different perspectives. And I do want to point out Ubisoft Montreal is still, of course, working on this game. The rumor is Ubisoft Toronto is leading the development, but Ubisoft Montreal is still, of course, helping development on this game. But again, I want to stress this is not confirmed or backed up by Kotaku. These are just things that I've heard and something VG247 has reported on as well. But with that said, let me know what you think about everything in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.
Wake up.